Let's not listen to sources, information like Instagram, Facebook, and all the other excess of information. Let's dive into what stats say about the home prices and the home selling and the home buying. Should we dive into it? I think you deserve this. Hey, real estate rock stars. My name is Amy Kwan, your voice in real estate, and I am a local expert real estate agent that's serving in the GTA area. I am looking forward to our one-on-one conversation just so that I get to meet you and get to know what you're all about and what your real estate story is. And I've made that accessible by going into the description box below. You can go ahead and click on the link below. That will take you right to where you can book a time slot with me one-on-one via Zoom call. And I'm looking forward to meeting you, and let's not waste more time, but dive back into the video. Chat soon. Bye. So this is for September of 2023 from the Toronto Real Estate Board and for the GTA area. Shall we? Let's dive in. All right, the data is quite shocking. So we're gonna get into the September, but let's do a quick recap of August data. I have made a video here in either of these. I think it's over here. I'm gonna put an information card and you can click it and watch what August looked like of 2023. But let's dive into a quick recap of what August looked like and compare that to this past month, because we're in October now, September. So let's go into what August looked like. So in August, 5,294 sales were made throughout the entire Treb area. And then as well, the average price was $1.082 million. The new listings were up at 12,296, and the active listing was over 15,000 at 15,497. And that's just a quick recap of it. And then let's go into September, what this month looks like. The number of sales is at 4,642. The average price is at 1,119,428. New listing is at 16,258. Listings on the market is up at 18,911. So with that, we are able to sort of gauge that it might not look so great. And I also do want to mention LP to SP ratio, so that's the list price to sale price, is at 100% for both of the months. So in summary, there is a decrease in number of sales, but an increase in average price, and an increase in number of new listings, increase in active listings, and LPSP ratio staying the same at 100%, meaning that they are selling for what they were listed at. So people are not going under asking, and we remember that a couple years ago there were this huge phenomenon, and there are quite a few of agents that are doing that right now, where they list it really low and they want to get people to fight for it. They want people to go over asking, basically. But that is not the trend that it is at. Yes, it works really, really well during the seller's market. Yes, I 100% agree. However, that tactic when we're in a balance to buyer's market is not always feasible. So I was taking my clients out on showings, and there was one property that was very, very nice. They were interested in putting in an offer. However, we knew that it wasn't going to go for the list price that it was listed at. So I called up the agent and they said, do what you can, because right now it is way under asking and they're right now looking for a competition in the market. And my buyers simply said, even though I like it, I'm not wanting to get into that. And I totally understand where they're coming from. You know, people have had this frustration of trying to go over and figure out what they want and this whole thing. And it's a whole dance that I'm sure nobody really wants to play. So why are you doing it when you're listing your property for sale? And it's just not in the seller's best interest to do so in this given market. So I find it, sorry, that's a little bit of a tangent, but it is quite frustrating for me when we're seeing the increase in number of new listings. So there's more listings coming up in the market. There's increase in active listings. So there's already way more, like over, I believe, 30,000 listings on the market that's basically been sitting around from last month to this month. A lot of properties are being terminated, and the decrease in number of sales is happening. If you know the data and you understand that, oh, people are not going to want to participate in the multiple offer situation, then why would you do that? So this is sort of, I want you to keep track of it and like really focus on what is happening, because like I said, these numbers are very, very crucial in knowing. I know a few people that told me that their agent told them to wait until the fall to see if the price would go up, because that is what they've seen in the past. However, this year is a little different, and last few years have been very different, so you can't treat it the same as before. And so, yes, I agree. September, historically, because people are going into school and stuff, September is one of the top months for real estate market. However, that is not always the case, and you should not try to time the market. Now, I want to dive into a subsection of today's conversation, and it is the interest rate hike and just the Bank of Canada and what the economy looks like. And you guys know that I love talking about the overall picture instead of just looking at the real estate data. So if you've seen the news recently, you will understand that there is quite a few of interesting news out there. So this includes the employment news. Report says that 5.5 of unemployment is remaining, and this is pretty low. It's a low rate of unemployment. Many economists will say that this is very comparable to the full employment. That means 94.5% of Canadians are employed. And so the unemployment rate has not changed. However, what could be the factors of this? So the number one factor is that there's a lot of people coming into this country. Like there's a lot of immigrants coming into the country. And these are the immigration numbers for the upcoming years as well. So 65,000 in 2023. There's 485,000 people coming in 2024 and 500,000 people in 2025. So Canada is a very welcoming, immigration-friendly country, and they're letting a lot of people in through immigration. And with so many people arriving, they're gonna need to look for more jobs. And so there is a huge number of employment numbers that is coming up. Now, talking about the job numbers, I want to share with you 63,800 new jobs are reported, and a lot of people are being employed. Yes, the immigration takes a part in it, but number two of the factor could be the type of jobs. So mind you, most of these jobs are actually part-time jobs. So they're not full-time jobs where you're able to make a decent living for people when they first settle in, or it's just a part-time job that people are reporting. And a lot of the sectors for that include services, transportation, and education. So with those sectors, it's growing and it's booming, and I guess 63,800 new jobs are being created by that. However, number of self-employment has not seen growth. So most of the other sectors have been growing. Self-employment had grown from the last month, but if we compare it to during COVID or before, it has not been grown and it's been declining. And that shows the uncertainty in the market and the fact that people might not want to take on as much risk at this time. Now, the inflation does keep on heading upwards. And I hear so many people talking about how difficult it is for them to make a living and make proper and regular payments for their daily lives. And I regret to inform that the next interest hike BOC announcement through Bank of Canada is at the end of the month. So it is October 25th, 2023. They have a new decision coming out by the Bank of Canada for the interest rate. A lot of economists are coming out and saying that they are likely going to see that with the numbers hiking for employment and the fact that there's low rate of unemployment and generally the report looks pretty good, they expect the Bank of Canada to raise the interest rate once again this time round. And I agree with you, it's very difficult. And yes, on the paperwork, it looks much better than what it is because you're reporting jobs that are part-time. You're reporting jobs that some, Canadians might be taking on more part-time jobs because they can't afford to make a living out of just a full-time job. So with the numbers that are written on the paper may be very different from what's actually happening in Canada's society and the economy. So at the end, I want to know what you guys think about this whole thing. Do you think that there will be an interest rate hike happening on October 25th of 2023? Or do you feel like it's going to stay the same, or do you think it'll go down? And also, do you think that it's fair that it goes down? I mean, I understand we can't really look for fairness anymore, okay? But does it make sense? Does it make sense that they are going to perceive it as the economy is growing? And do you think that the economy is growing? And I would love to know your opinions. So, subscribe and like my channel. And I bring these monthly market updates to you on a monthly basis, and I have videos coming out on a weekly basis, twice a week. And I would really appreciate it if you can follow me on this real estate journey and for me to guide you in this crazy market, to say the least. Yes, we are right now seeing the balanced market. However, what will it look like in the next few months? And the winter is coming, and the winter is generally a slower time, and especially paired up with how slow the market is now and with potential interest rates hiking more and more. What do you expect to see in the next few months? I'm looking forward to hearing your opinions, and I would love to help you in this journey. If you would like to, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you look into my description box below, you can go ahead and find my information so you can get in contact with me to get more advice and more one-on-one conversation about your real estate journey. And I hope that I'm able to help you with that beautiful pathway. And I hope this video was very helpful, and until next time, 안녕!